What is Keywords Everywhere? So I use this tool if I'm looking to see the values of a search term without having to do full keyword research. So Keywords Everywhere is a Chrome extension. So I'm going to run you through an example of how I would use that. So let's just say I was looking for a keyword strategy. Basically, I would go on to Google search as normal, type in keyword strategy, press return, and under the word keyword strategy here, you'll actually see in the search bar underneath, you'll see these values come up. So these are really important for our digital marketing and our keyword research. Here we can see we have a volume of 170 a month. So this means every month there's 170 people who is actually typing the keyword strategy into the search engine results page. Then we've got the cost per click. So this isn't going to be exact, especially if you're doing a local search compared to maybe a national or an international search. This data here is based on a country. So when you set this up, you put in your country and the metrics that you want to use, currency, etc. And this obviously you can change so it's more specific to your country and where you're trying to promote your product or service. We've then got here the competition level. So in this case, it says 0.07. So this is as a percentage. So 1 would be 100%. So this is clearly just 7%. So basically, you can use this tool. I think it's excellent. It is a paid-for tool, but there is a free version. So I'll explain that more in a second. If we scroll down the page, on the right-hand side, it gives us other data. So you'll notice in the snippets here, so this here is called the snippet, and you'll also see it will give other data and metrics that are quite often interesting for if you're doing any sort of research on anyone else. And on the right-hand side here, gives you more difficult keywords or associated keywords with how much they are per month, etc. So the other good thing about this tool is if I put in there keyword strategy for, so we're talking for small business example, or SEO, you can actually see that it actually says this top line, keyword strategy for SEO, 170 people at £2.04 with a 2% competition level. And this blue line here, by the way, shows month-on-month data as to which keywords are popular in what month. So here, if I just put my mouse over it, you can see the search volumes. You need to take the actual numbers to a certain degree with a pinch of salt. So that means it's quite vague. So it's not 100% accurate. And I'll explain why it's not accurate in a little while. So that's basically the tool. It's represented in your browser by this K here in a black circle. So red K, black circle, and here you can see all of my settings. And what's going to happen is when you sign up to the tool, what's going to happen is you will be sent an email with an API code. You put the API code in, click save, and then you're going to be able to see this data that I'm seeing here. Really, really useful for on the fly. So if you're looking for a specific keyword term and you want to know the value of that keyword, then that's what I use it for.